Okay, so in this video, what I'm just going to be showing you is something that I just came across, which shows how Google stifles innovation. And it only just happened today. I was doing a search for something, and then I've noticed that the search results that Google gives, it actually stops you from finding the proper like repos that you want to, so that you can actually find the information that you want. So if I just press return on this, what you'll notice is that this campaign Asia, of course it's campaign Asia, so it's the Chinese, saying testimonies how Google's business practices allegedly systematically undermine competition. Well, yeah. And it says here, Google, Apple, and Amazon stifle innovation when they, and yeah, and so I'll give you an example of that. Because you think that these guys are just, maybe they're just joking, and that, what they're saying is just stuff they made up. But I'm going to give you an example. So let's have a look. So I'm going to do a search on Google for, I want song lyric generator. And notice if you look down the list, it's got all, all these ones. But what I want is self-hosted. So notice the suggestions, there's no self-hosted there, isn't it? Because why? Because self-hosted is freedom. What Google wants you to do is to go with the options which aren't based on freedom. So let's see, self-hosting. Now you scroll down. Now, okay, Reddit says self-hosted music app, but that's talking about lyrics that you download. So notice that all this what you're getting is you got all these ones. So you got FreshBots. It's .org. Alright, so it's .org, so you think that that's going to be, that's going to be free, because it's an .org, isn't it? So, okay, so it's got here, so usually ORGs will give you the code. So you scroll down, scroll, and I don't see any code anywhere. All I see is terms of service and white ads. So even though it's a .org, let's see, .orgs are supposed to be not for profit. But if we check, it says, remember, not for profit. So if you go, so let's see. No, it says sign in with Google. I don't know why I want to do that. So as you can see, FreshBots is a waste of time. And it just seems like they're just trying to get your information, essentially. So let's forget them. But notice how all these others, these are all companies. And notice it doesn't say ad anywhere. There's no, the little ad icon isn't there. But we're scrolling down. Remember, I said self-hosted I was asking for. And I'm scrolling down. And look, you got opensong.org. So you think, oh, it's .org. So maybe that's going to have some, because it's open, isn't it? So that means they're going to have some source. Check that out. Oh, it's got a GitHub there. But it's got 15 stars. Oh yeah, but you see it's lyrics, chords, songs. Yes, all it is just this is just for stuff which has already been created. So that's nothing to do with a lyrics generator. Notice that. So this has got nothing to do with manage lyrics. No, generate lyrics. And notice, so Google so far is completely a waste of time. That's the first page. So I'm keeping going. Okay, you created a lyrics generator. He's got open source language model. Okay, that's nice for you. But as we scroll down, notice how there's no self-host. So self-hosted is what I asked for, and there's nothing here. So let's try and put the self-hosted in quotes. Let's see if that makes a difference. Remember, we want to self-host it ourselves. And Reddit's there again. You scroll down these. Okay, self-hosted support. Song lyrics generator. No, but that's action though. That's no good. I need an actual. So look, deepgram.com. So that's not self-hosted, is it? And this is music generator. So no, I want lyrics. So notice what I'm trying to say is that notice the important thing. It says lyrics generator. And I'm not getting that. Now you probably think that, oh, the fact is Google isn't showing any results means they don't exist. Well, we're gonna find out. So let's try open source. And it's back to the same old nonsense again. Stuff which isn't. Now, you see, you got this one, lyrics generator. So oh no, this is what you wanted, and that's true. So let's check it out. So alright, so I'm gonna put these in a tab. Anything I find from GitHub, I'm gonna put into a tab, and I'm gonna show you something. Alright, so scroll. So remember, we want open source, so we don't care about any of these free, powerful, no login, how to build. So no, we actually want open source. And now, yeah, you've got this YUE one, but this is NVIDIA GPU only, which of course they won't tell you until you actually go to the repository. And they force an NVIDIA GPU as well. You cannot do it without an NVIDIA GPU. And I get the feeling that they've been given some free ones because they're talking about using these advanced, like 10 grand NVIDIA GPUs, and you're not going to buy that as a normal user. That's the sort of thing that a big company has to give to you, well, for free as well. And you've got this Zandy 5. I've checked this out. It seems okay. But remember, we're looking for open source. And interestingly, this is, well, let me not spoil what I'm saying. So, remember, we're looking for open source here. Lyrics generator. This is song transcript. No, that's not what we're after. So notice, the point I'm trying to make is that I'm scrolling through all of this, and I'm not finding an open source lyrics generator. There's a couple that I found in these two tabs. But, on the whole, that's not what I'm finding. So you'd actually think, maybe they don't exist. Maybe open source is, remember, the point of this is Google stifling innovation. So you might be wanting to innovate in open source lyrics generator. And if you go to Google and do a search, you're going to have a hard time finding that. So now, say we decide that, okay, we know Google's a scam. So let's be clever and let's bypass their scam and actually see, let's be a bit more clever. So we do song lyrics generator open source. So let's try GitHub. Now we know it's not by Google, it's by Microsoft. So notice it's still giving all these rubbish suggestions which are no good. So we press return. And see, we got this one shows up. So we're getting close now. And the interesting thing is that this, so we've got this, you got this one, and we got this Alex one. So remember, we got this song lyric generation project, and so let's check some of these projects out to see how amazing they are. It says specific artists, which we don't really want, but So finally, notice now we're getting open source lyrics generation, which is what we asked for in the first place. But notice that to get that, we had to actually type GitHub. So if I didn't do that, then we wouldn't have got all these open source lyric generation, which is what we wanted. So isn't it funny that now I've typed GitHub, I'm actually getting, there's loads of them, you see. So why weren't all these showing up? Because I did say open source, remember? Why didn't these open source ones show up when I typed the first search? They were, I went like 3 or 4 pages. And see, there's this YUE again, but like I say, stay away from this because you need an expensive NVIDIA GPU to run it, so it's a waste of time. And so look, all these GitHubs, and it seems amazing that we get so many, but let's see what happens. So I've chosen all of these, and so let's see what they're like. So we go, alright, so let's go to this first one. And so as you can see, they've all gone small again. Yeah, so as you can see, this one, it's got 57 stars, it's not too bad. But notice it's 3 years ago. So, and this is another thing about a lot of these lyric generation, is that they do it, dump the code, get a few people to do some commits, and then usually they just get a job or start their own website, and then the code's left to rot. And so that's what's obviously happened to this one, because the last commit is 3 years ago, so this code's just been dumped. And even though it's got the 57 stars, it's been dumped. So let me go to the next one. So this is song lyric generation. So this is last year, which isn't too bad, but notice it's only got 4 stars and 3 commits. So you might as well say this one's been dumped as well. So let's go to the next one. So this one's Melody Lyric Generator. So this is 2 months ago. This one isn't too bad, but it's got 56 commits. That's alright. But the thing is, this generates melody. Generate includes the music by integrating melody. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty good. But it's for some reason, oh that's right, yeah, I dumped this one because it was Spanish. So this is Spanish only. So I didn't bother with this one. So next one. So this is the biggest one I found. It's got 103 stars. But no, it's 3 years ago again. So yet again another one that's been, he's put it up, then probably got his job or started the company and then just dumped it. So notice how most of these projects have been dumped. Whereas if you go to these, see all the websites, you notice how they were showing up at the beginning. Notice how they're all new. They're ready to take your money, they're ready to have you on there. But when it comes to actual open source code for this particular subject, it's mostly projects which have been dumped, so 3 years ago. So let's go to the next. So song lyrics, so what's this, 7 years ago, so yep, that's been properly dumped. So let's move on. I just want to check something. Alright, so this Hugging Artist, alright, so this is 3 years ago, and it's got 12 forks. So let's see if we get anything useful here. Because what you'll notice is that when it comes to lyrics generation, finding a project which does it, which is recent, is hard. Because it seems most of these guys started these projects to either run a business or to get a job. And so, what's this? Work in progress. Yeah, so some of these guys done some work. But what I'm trying to show is that, when was the last time? Let's see. Okay, 2023, that's not, so at least he's trying. So he's trying to revive it a little bit. But no, it's most people, they've just given up and gone and got their jobs instead. So, let's go to this next one. So this is, alright, 7 years ago, so that's a waste of time. So let's go to the next one. So this is, 1 star 5 years ago, so that's a waste of time. Okay, this one's alright, 68 stars and 25 forks. But notice, 2 years ago for this one, so he's most likely got a job as well, or started a business, so he's gone. So notice, you're not finding any like big buzzing projects where there's loads of developers and they're working on it. No, most of them do these projects just to start up and get a job or start a business, and that's it. So that's no good. So this is 11 months ago, 130 commits. So this one's not too bad. But it's composing, yeah, but you see, that's just music. I want lyrics, even though it says lyric waves. So lyric generator, yeah, 6 years ago, 3 forks, 17 commits. That's a waste of time. 5 years, so he's got a job or started a business. 4 years, got a job or started a business. And so you see how much of a waste of time it is. Okay, 9 months isn't too bad, but 3 commits, so still a waste of time. They've committed and then they just run off. So then this one, song lyrics, 2 years ago to update the README. But all of these is 5 years. There's no forks, so they've got their job or done the business. GPT lyrics, okay, 2 years, 9 stars, no forks, so they've got their business or job. And then 5 years ago, so that's a waste. This, well, 12 forks, but you see the thing though. You know, it's like it seems to be very the same thing happening over and over again. 3 years ago, 1 star, no fork, so that's a waste of time as well. So now you're probably thinking that this is like a dead end, but guess what? The reason it's a dead end is because of Google. Because we're going to show you the scam. So now, what we're going to do is we've got song lyrics generator, and we're going to get rid of this, and then we're going to go to topics and press enter. So what we're after is we want the topic. Okay, yeah, so now here we go. Now this is the next thing which is interesting, is that you see this got this song lyrics generator. It's github.com topic song lyrics generator. So we're going to select that one. The very next, so this is the first page of Google. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one down is lyrics generator. And notice it says topics lyrics generator, but notice the it says here github.imc.re, so it's actually a scam link. So the question is, why is Google allowing a scam link in the first page of their search? That don't make no sense. So this is the thing. So it's like something's gone wrong at Google, like they've become corrupt. And the search isn't giving proper stuff anymore. So we're going to open a new tab. Then when we click on it, it says suspected phishing. So what's happening? Why is there a link to a suspected phishing site on the first page of their search? And to fix it, all you have to do is change this link and put COM instead of the fake ending like what Google allowed in, and when you press return, you get the proper one. So notice what's happened there. On Google, which is supposed to be the biggest and most secure search company ever, you go to their website, do a search, and they've actually got a phishing link in place of GitHub for one of the big search items. It's amazing, isn't it? So I'm telling you, Google, there's something wrong there. They're having a problem. Some infiltrators must have got in, and they're actually corrupting their search, and they need to get their guys out and do an investigation or something. I don't know. And so maybe the stifling innovation, maybe it's some people have got inside and is messing with their search. I don't know, but they've definitely got a problem, and you can see straight up that someone has managed to get in and corrupt their search so that you get a fake GitHub link on the first page of the search result. That never used to happen. The real GitHub link should have appeared first, which is this one. No, not that one. This one. Yeah. This link should have appeared first on the first page, because I did a search for lyrics generator GitHub. Lyrics generator GitHub. So this should have appeared at the top of the search, but it didn't. So what's going on? I don't know. There's something wrong with Google, man. Really, something seriously wrong with them. They've got some problems. But now that we've here and we finally made it to the real GitHub and no more Google, guess what? We got lyrics. Notice in the tags, it's got lyrics generator here. And look, it's got 500 stars. That didn't appear in here, didn't it? I didn't see that. But look, 500 stars, which is a lot. Now, yeah, it is Chinese. These fonts are all Chinese, but I don't have the fonts installed on this computer. And look, updated 2 weeks ago, 500 stars. Yeah, it's Chinese. But look, if you're a Chinese person who speaks English, you'd like this. Because look, 2 weeks ago, 344 commits. So this is, look, release 9th of December. So this place is on fire. But for some reason, it's not appearing in Google search. I don't know why. I've got no idea what's going on. But all I know is Google is down the toilet. And this is proof of it. So the next one, 229 stars. So these guys, and this is Korean, so this font is a Korean one. That's why it's not showing up. But I need to install those fonts on this machine as well. So let's check this one out. 9 months ago. Okay, it's not as hot. That's 229 stars. It's got 9 months. Let's see when this tag is, because all these are 5 years. So this tag is 2020. That's not too bad. So it's not ancient. But still, 91 commits, ain't it? But at least, they're still doing stuff, stuff is still going down. Yeah, it's all in Korean, but, if you're an English-speaking Korean person, you'd be happy with it. But yeah, again, it doesn't appear in the search. And these are the top ones from here. So let's go to the next one. So we've got Lyrist. So this is getting lyrics of any song made using... Yeah, so that's just an API. So then this is the Hugging Artists one, which is 103 stars. And okay, we got the lyrics generator, 57 stars. And so we got this one updated, style lyrics generator. I'm not sure if that one did that appear. Yeah, so all these like bad ones, they appeared, but when you go to actual Google, you go to GitHub, you get a decent list. And I didn't see this one, GPT Rap, see 37, yeah, 2019, it's a bit old. But still, notice that you're actually getting some reasonable results with stars, and look, this one's August. Yeah, I never saw this. This one didn't appear anywhere in the Google search that I remember, and this is 2nd of August. And it's got 30 stars, 29 stars. So notice, what I'm trying to show you is that when you go to the search on Google, you get all the worst stuff. So you literally, it's like Google is just useless now. So if you're going to look, you're going to have to go somewhere else apart from Google to find out anything related to innovation. Because it's like, I don't know, Google's just become a place where you just get all the popular stuff, or if it's something that someone in Google wants to hide, they'll just give you a load of rubbish in the search, or give you a load of like companies or websites where it's free this and free that, but it's not open source and it's not self-hosting. But what I'm essentially just trying to show you is that for innovation, you need to go somewhere else and just stay away from Google. And so if you do a search on Google for something innovative, all you see is a load of usually articles. What I found is, where I found a lot of things that I've come across is, you go into the article and then the article will then give you a link to the GitHub project. But that GitHub project, in the same search, you will not find it. So it's either, I don't know, obviously Google doesn't hate GitHub because look, they're coming up. But GitHub results have been like severely crippled when it comes to appearing on Google search. And so what it comes down to, these guys saying, it's something which has come from the top, or some infiltrators have got in to Google to make sure that things relating to innovation get stifled. And maybe the guys at the top are okay with it, maybe they're not, I don't know. But what I've just shown you is that it's happening. And if you want to look where the innovation is, you're going to have to stay away from Google.